We are joined by Justus Bennetts. How's it going, dude?
It's going good. How about yourself?
I am doing wonderful. I'm really stoked to have you on the show because I can tell you're kind of in your moment right now, like the moment before everything really takes off even more than it already is.
Yeah, it's been a crazy ride. It's I've been releasing music for 8 months, so everything's been coming so fast, and I'm just taking everything day by day right now.
Damn, eight. I didn't even realize it was that short of a span.
Yeah. No, I started releasing music officially around January, December
Wow.
past year.
So you're home in North Carolina right now?
Yeah, here in Raleigh.
You've been traveling quite a lot though. How are you dealing with all this like travel and all the things that come with kind of blowing up? You got the sessions, the interviews and everything else.
It has its ups and downs for sure. The traveling can be really stressful and tiring sometimes. Just having a like a calendar and having to be somewhere at a certain time. But I managed to stay pretty busy. I kind of thrive in that kind of environment. So I've always been like a busy dude or trying to actually do something to get busy. So it feels right, but it's definitely really stressful at times.
Before all of this, did you get to travel as much as you do now?
I was traveling. I have family out in Washington State. That's where I grew up. So I was traveling out there pretty often, and I would travel with friends. We'd go on trips up to like Virginia or DC or something and just hang out. I was able to travel, but it definitely was not as much as I am able to now.
No. Do you get to like explore the places that you go when you do travel?
Yeah. Occasionally, I'll get to explore, but most of the time, I'm making music or
Strictly business.
filming something. Yeah.
Have you got?
Business.
We're based in Boston. You been up here yet?
Actually, I haven't been up in Boston yet.
No
No,
shit.
I've heard good things though.
Well, once you start touring, I guarantee it's a pretty large college market. So I guarantee you'll be making the rounds here.
Yeah, I'm looking to do some college shows really soon.
Yeah, well, this is definitely the place to go. So we're just talking about your travels. Saw that you were just in New York, first radio interview with Z100. For anyone listening, Z100 is literally like one of the biggest stations in the country. How was that, dude? Were you nervous? Were you excited?
It was like I said. I feel like when I'm doing this, I feel like I am where I'm supposed to be. So like the nerves don't really kick in as much as I feel they should. The interview, it wasn't like a live on air interview. It was a film. They filmed it in the studio. But no, it was cool just meeting everybody and talking to. I mean, it's the same type of questions. Sometimes we'll throw a little curveball and ask some funny questions or something. But everybody there that worked there was just so nice and so welcoming. I felt really comfortable.
Was that in the iHeart studio, iHeart headquarters in New York?
Yeah.
Did you get to see that long walkway with all the lights and cool shit?
Oh no.
Oh, no way.
No.
My co-host is usually here. That's how we met. We worked at iHeart, and we actually did like the Jingle Ball tour together, and that was like the thing everyone would go to. We'd all like take photos on that hallway. It was very cool.
Nice.
Do you have to do like media training and stuff before you go there?
Like how to talk and stuff?
Yeah.
I mean, my manager just like gave me a rundown, like just don't like, don't like give one word answers and don't talk too much. I was just kind of, I just kind of treated it as like a normal conversation I would have with anybody.
All right, cool. Yeah, it seems like you got the talking part, pretty well. I think that's something, though my job is to talk to people, like I still struggle with that. So
yeah, no, I struggle just talking to people in general.
Dude, it's awkward, and like especially when it's almost easier to like talk about your work because I mean it's literally what you know. When people ask me any questions like beyond that, I'm like I don't know. And after COVID, like
beats me.
I have no fucking clue. Serious question though. It's gonna sound kind of funny, but I am genuinely serious. It's a conversation that comes up a bunch with these interviews. Is like you went from selling cars to now reaching millions of people. And you're having meetings in like the Capitol building, like I said, Z100. You're meeting some pretty influential people, and you yourself are influential. Do you ever get like almost like an imposter syndrome feeling? It seems like you're pretty confident, so maybe you don't.
Get a what? Would you repeat that?
Like an imposter syndrome feeling, like holy shit, I can't believe I'm here. Do I even have the right to be here? Feeling.
Oh yeah. Sometimes, I mean, it's like it's there, but it's not as much as I feel it should be. Sometimes like people will see how inspiring I am and stuff. And like from the inside out, it's not as noticeable, but definitely from the outside in, I definitely, I hear it a lot. And it comes and goes, but like I said, I feel like I am where I'm supposed to be. Everything feels right. Like in the Capitol building, it was just, everything was surreal. Just being in LA in general, I'm a West Coast kid, so LA kind of felt homey to me. And no, I'm just gradually going. Like I told my manager, like it won't, like nothing will be real to me until I'm standing in front of like thousands of people screaming my song. And be like, oh, okay.
For real. That is dope. That is true. I mean, and you do have a right to be there. I think, when we do talk to these people, they kind of do have that feeling, but of course you have the right to be there. You're the reason, you're popping off in the first place. It doesn't matter who helped you get along the way. At the end of the day, it's your name that people know.
Exactly.
So have you ever been able to play out your stuff yet?
No, not yet. I'm actually doing my first show October 30th. It's going to be a local show here in Wake Forest, North Carolina. That
is awesome. It's a hometown show.
Yeah. It should be really fun.
Have you started selling tickets yet?
Yeah, they're selling tickets. It's like this little festival that's putting it together, and I'm going to be headlining the festival.
Dope.
And they're selling tickets in their bio. It's like a little local thing. Nothing too crazy, but
no, I mean, I feel like that's the perfect place to start. At least, you kind of have the confidence going in it. You get that hometown support, and that's when you can really kind of find who you are on stage.
Exactly.
Your music, I feel like it's going to be a little hard to sing on stage. Like, how are your vocals doing? Like, Real Life Sucks. I feel like that's got to hurt your throat.
Yeah. No, we're definitely going to work with that on stage. Like, just like messing with the pitch and stuff like that. And like for my first show, I'm just going to be tracking out the vote, like tracking. I won't have a band or anything behind me. Yeah. So like the lead chorus will still be there. So I won't have to like necessarily fully sing with my whole heart the whole time, but I'll have to sing the verses and stuff like that. But I'm used to hearing the song. I'm used to hearing the song and singing it all the time. So like just singing it just comes natural at some point. So it'll kind of come to me on stage, I feel.
For sure. And I feel like hometown people are going to know the words. You might not even have to say anything.
Yeah, exactly. I'll just hold the microphone out and then you can sing it.
Funny story about the track Real Life Sucks. Actually, on my way here, like a few days ago, someone hit my car and I have yet to fix it. So I've just been driving around. Like I haven't had time. All right, leave me alone.
I get it.
I've been driving around, a little dent in my car, and obviously I'm listening to your music before I come into the studio. Our studio's in downtown Boston, right next to the financial district. Real Life Sucks comes on. I have my windows down. My car 100% smells like weed, and like I'm just driving through the financial district, basically jamming out to a song that's like "Fuck Your 9 to 5" in my dumpy ass car, and I'm like, this is what Justus would have wanted. I feel like
yes, exactly. That's exactly what I wanted.
And it was during lunch break too, so like everyone's out in their suits, and I'm just like, haha, fuck you.
Love it.
But yeah, I mean, it's that song specifically. I feel like it's cool. It's like an autobiography almost for you.
Yeah, pretty much, and it wasn't really meant to be that. Like when we made the song in the studio, it was just kind of just an idea that we brought about and we built on. And I mean, it's definitely true to me, and that's why I feel like it did so well, and I was able to express the song and put that emotion into it.
Definitely, and on top of that, it's just a fun anthem for sure that anyone can relate to.
Yeah, exactly.
Which of course brings us to Bad Day.
Yeah.
Really dope. Like obviously you had a moment with Real Life Sucks, but then somehow you almost surpassed that with Bad Day. You were making people mad when you didn't drop it at first.
Yeah.
How reassuring was that like you knew people were going to listen no matter what?
Yeah, it was it was a good feeling for sure when we dropped it, but I mean, we definitely wanted to get it out sooner than we did. When I dropped the video, I wasn't actually supposed to post it that day. Like it was legitimately like I wasn't supposed to put it out or leak the song or anything because we had just gotten radio play on my last song that I was dropping. We were promoting Insomniac. Mm-hmm. And so my manager was kind of pissed off about it. He's like, if this video does 20 million views, like we can't even do anything with it. So we're just gonna like ruin the moment. And then it does 20 million, and we get it out like 5 days later, and everything's fine.
There you go. It was worth it. But that is funny.
Yeah.
Like I forget which song it was. I think it was actually Real Life Sucks. You teased it at first, and I was going through the comments, and there was this one guy, blue check mark. Fucking hate the people with the blue check marks that like are unrelated to the music industry. They're like, dude, you generated so much hype. Like you need to post this tomorrow. Like that's not. I'm like, you don't know that. That's not how it works. You can't just drop a song. I almost like got in a fight with. I was like, do I reply to this guy and like start beef? I'm like, no, you know what? I won't. I'll let him live. The song's already out.
I won't be that guy.
Yeah, no, but for real, that is. I love that you kind of took matters into your own hands. I feel like that kind of solidifies what people can expect working with you.
Yeah, and there's been this thing going on around with like the whole my label won't let me drop this song, and that was like the most true. Like my label really did not want me to drop that song. So yeah.
So speaking of labels, what's the deal? We're still independent right now?
Yeah. I'm still working independent with my manager under what he gone. We work through Virgin Records for PR and stuff like that. There's all super cool people that work over there. But yeah, we're independent right now. I'm working on doing publishing stuff, but like I said, I'm working day by day. So.
Exactly. You'll figure that out in time. It honestly doesn't even matter, what your goals are, because really you can accomplish anything independently now these days. Exactly. So bring it back to Bad Day, music video, shot in LA, coming out soon. Do you have a rough estimate when?
We're not 100% sure on the whole video aspect of things. We just still got to work out some, details if like for a potential remix and like what we want to do next after the song, and we just got to time everything right. So the music video will be coming out soon. We just got to figure out like a good way to drop it.
Speaking of remix,
still up in there.
The remix challenge you did on TikTok, that was awesome, dude. People were getting really creative with that.
Yeah. No, I got some really good duets on that one, and a lot of people really put their full-hearted effort into it, and it showed.
Did you have a favorite?
That guy Miko.
Yeah.
The first one I posted.
Oh, gotcha.
He literally put it up like literally an hour or something after I had released the duet challenge, and it was like so fire. It's still stuck in my head. But that one is probably my favorite one for sure.
I think I really liked. I think her name was Alyssa Cousin. Was the last one you posted?
Oh yeah. Hers was fire too.
Like, and it took like a whole different approach to it, and just like it almost kind of reminded me of "Be Careful" by Cardi B, like that coming from that like the woman's perspective on something. It was pretty.
Yeah, dope. She was like talk rapping too. It was dope. It was dope.
Totally different style. Okay, so Bad Day's coming out soon. In terms of the actual video, Insomniac was your first video, which again, you've only been releasing music for 8 months. How is Bad Day different? Like, what have you learned in the process of Insomniac and Real Life Sucks to now Bad Day? Has it changed, or is it like any new creative processes?
The process has remained the same since I dropped Nightstand.
Mm-hmm.
We stuck by the phrase, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I've been working with the same people, working with different producers here and there. But generally, my guy Jesse Fink, I've been writing with, and my guy Remy as well. Like I have this core group of people that I've been working with, and we've been pretty strong since the get go. So we've kind of stuck with our creative process, and we're able to bang out like a bunch of songs. Like I went to New York for 5 days last week, and I think we got like another EP.
Jeez,
another 10 songs or something in 5 days. So. We all work so well together, and we just, we go through the same process every time pretty much.
That's awesome. I mean, obviously, you've heard it before. Super important to have people on your team, especially on the creative side, that you can actually like feel free to create with. Have you had to work with people that you don't necessarily know too well on the creative side yet?
Oh yeah. I mean, everybody that I met for the first time was like, my first time, working with them, even Jesse and Remy and all the producers I work with, but I did a lot of Zoom sessions. I've done a lot of Zoom sessions with like a bunch of different writers, a bunch of different producers and stuff. And it's always nice seeing everybody else's creative process. And you definitely, you filter out the ones that you really want to work with and stuff. And I think that, it's been 8 months, but it's been, we were able to weed out that pretty quick.
For sure. Well, that's dope. I mean, it's obviously you got some exciting stuff going on. What can you tell us, like what's in the actual work? I know you're sitting on some tracks. The people really want to hear the tracks Vices and Scars. What are they coming? Are we getting an EP? What's next?
Vices we actually have a music video for, and we're ready. That one's ready. Scars was just like something I was messing around with in my bedroom over like some YouTube beat. That song is going to stay on TikTok. It's not going anywhere.
Might be illegal to post if it's a YouTube.
Yeah, exactly. I was just making TikToks in my bedroom one day, and that one did fairly well. But we got a bunch of songs we're dropping. I'm looking to drop an EP. We're still working with the name. It was the original name for the EP was High on Life, and now I think we're changing it to Lifelong Daydream. I think it's going to be like a longer EP, possible album, depending on what we want to do with the remix and everything. But everything's just up in the air right now.
Dope. And then Bad Day remix, possible?
Possible. We're not, I won't say anything for sure.
Got you. All right, dude. Well, thank you so much. We like to wrap every interview up with just one question. It's, where do you hope to see yourself in 1 year's time?
In 1 year's time? I see myself doing 2 times better than I am now.
Fuck yeah, that's awesome. And touring. We definitely want you to tour. We definitely want you to come to Boston.
I'll definitely be touring. We got shows coming up soon.
That's dope. We'll be looking forward to the announcement. That is awesome. I can't wait to see you live. Absolutely, we'll see you. I will be the oldest person there. I'm only 24, but I will be the oldest person at the college show.
Oh no, I got a lot of older fans. My mom will probably be there. My grandma will be there. You won't be alone.
Fuck yeah. All right. Well, absolute pleasure. Thank you so much for calling in. We'll be in touch with your team when the playlist and episode goes live. I believe it's scheduled this Friday.
Fire. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, no problem, dude. Keep killing it. I'm really looking forward to seeing everything else that you got in store.
Rock on.
Peace out.
Peace.